Thank you for checking out my video and your interest in my class, Quint and Ladder Considerations for the Single-Truck Suburban Department. My name is Rob Fisher. I'm a Battalion Chief with Snohomish County Fire District Number 7, and I'm also the Training Chair for Fools International. Snohomish County Fire District Number 7 is located 30 miles north of Seattle. We're an 8-station suburban department covering 100 square miles, protecting 110,000 citizens with one ladder truck. It's now actually 1.5 ladder trucks, but that's a long story. Come to the class and I'll tell you the whole thing. If you read the description, you're probably wondering, wait a minute, this guy was supposed to be a training captain. Well, I was recently promoted to battalion chief after submitting my class to FDIC. But prior to being a BC, I spent 20 years as a company officer, primarily assigned to our department's only ladder truck, a Quint. And this Quint was located in a densely populated residential area and often arrive first due to a working fire. I want to share with you our department's journey from staffing a Quint out of necessity to staffing it for functionality. We went from being an engine hampered with an aerial device to a ladder company with suppression capabilities if needed. In the class, we're going to cover various things. We're going to review NFPA 1901, Chapter 8, Quint Fire Apparatus, and Chapter 9, Aerial Fire Apparatus. We're going to talk about the importance of fire ground support operations. You don't have to have a ladder truck to do support operations. Every fire you go to, we're doing some type of support operations. So we want to discuss what we need to do and why it's important. I'm going to give you my perspective on the effectiveness of Quints. Some might think that I'm anti-Quint. I'm not. But there's a lot of factors that go into being effective as a Quint. Resources, staffing, location, there's a lot of things. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about some of the typical Quint deployment models. The one that we used here in Fire District 7 and some of the deployment models from surrounding jurisdictions that I have worked with. We'll go over response guidelines. We'll talk about apparatus positioning as a Quint. And we'll talk about recommendations for Quint specifications. I've been fortunate to spec out the original Quint that we had from 1996, and then we recently replaced it with a 2015 Pierce TDA. And our new TDA is not a Quint. It's got stored calf system. So come to the class and hear the whole story. So I look forward to meeting you this April, the week of the 23rd at FDIC. Thank you.